Hey there, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the show. Once again, it's Distorted Minds. Like always, you already know. You clicked on the link. And, hey, I'm Kevin Hill, and we got some good old buddies in the house. It's been a minute for my buddy Drew the Shit Dick Waymire over here.
What's up, everybody? We're all drunk like always.
We've had a few. And
a little bit. Drew's bag. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Mike the Brown Bomber.
Drew Carrymore.
Yeah.
And Mike Brown is back again.
Hello.
This is good, man. We're fucking catching up on old times.
Yep.
And we're going to kick right into this show. So cue the music.
Right, yeah, it's weird now.
In later.
Yeah.
Podcast magic.
I know, right?
Podcast magic.
Behind the scenes, man. The fuck is up, dudes?
So I was talking to you guys earlier. I fucking resigned from my job today of 5 years.
Hey, and congratulations.
It was amazing. So I always had this bit where I would talk, like I did this bit to everybody that I fucking worked with. I was like, I'd show up to work, I'd be talking to someone, and like they'd laugh, but I was actually really being serious. It's like, every day I show up to this job, and I sit in my car for 15 minutes, and in that 15 minutes, I just think about turning my car back on, the ignition, pulling out of the parking spot, and just driving off into the sunset. And as soon as I get on my car, I realize that was the only time I was going to be happy today. And today was that fucking day. I just drove off into the sunset, and I was like, I'm never coming back. Fuck this place. And it was a very freeing
Everybody
feeling, man.
dreams of doing that, you know what I mean?
I'm living that dream today, and I got to say, it's fucking great,
he's on
man.
cloud nine. That's why he's here today, because he fucking... your usual days were what? Sunday, Tuesday?
Yeah, I was...
and we could never line up the schedules to get you back on the podcast. I think it's been like 7 months since you've been on.
I was, and I was hurt a lot too. So like Wednesday through Saturday was when I worked, and I worked overnights. And then I was doing like physical care therapy and stuff. It was going well, but then I'd get put back on like 60-hour weeks, and I just end up getting hurt again. So finally I was just like, the only way I'm going to be better is if I just quit this motherfucker, because I can figure everything else out. Like I'm not worried. It's not like I'm like quitting my job and I have no money. Like I'm fine. Like I could not work for a minute and I'd be okay. And which, it's not what I'm doing. I'm not an idiot.
It's not the plan, but
at the same time, it's like, I can actually like take some time and like be like, okay, this is what I want to pursue. Yeah, I'm not forced to just pick up some shit job or pick up like a like a job like Amazon where it's going to pay me all right, but it's just like I'm doing it because I need the money. Like, I don't got to do that shit right now, and it's fucking great, man. I'm finally in that place where I can be like, all right, I can actually do something that's going to make me
Plus,
happy.
we got a stimulus coming. Bring it on, Biden.
I know. I got all this fucking money coming my way. I'm just like, cool, dollar bill, y'all, like Wu-Tang shit.
I forgot to ask you on your way out, did you happen to, give your bosses the what for? That's what I mean? Like, I forgot to ask you that earlier when you were telling us. Did you happen to be like, you know what? Fuck you. And then walk out?
The thing is I didn't have to, because I can't like say how much, but I got paid to resign today. So like there's no reason to be upset and be like, hey, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. It's just like, you're gonna pay me? Wait a minute, you're gonna pay me to not work here anymore? Like, well, why would I be mad?
This sounds like they wanted you out of there.
Well, no, it's
like, hey, so we have the opportunity to get this guy out.
I know they want to pay me to quit my job.
Yeah,
I would consider
I like
that.
my job, but still,
I don't like my job.
Well, the thing is I've been there so long. It's an option anybody that can take that's been there for 5 years, and then they will pay you a pretty substantial amount of money. And it's just like, hey, I am never going to work here again. I sign my paperwork. They give you your severance package and you fuck off. Like, and they don't want to give you that money.
They tell you that? They say fuck off? Too?
No,
They're
but
like,
that's basically what it is.
Now
it's like,
fuck off.
They're just like,
Drew.
okay, you need to leave the building now, sir. So it's like the most corporate and polite way to say fuck off. Yeah, security.
You had to turn in your badge and say, like, we're gonna need your badge and your scanner.
I threw that. I was laughing as I walked out of the building. I threw that shit in the garbage. I was like, I don't have to come back here.
You're like some like old time sheriff. You had to put your badge down and like your box scanner on the table and give it to your supervisor and shit. I was like, I'm gonna need it back. He's like, I'm gonna need that back, son.
I'm gonna need this.
I'm gonna need that back, son. And you're like, okay.
It's company property.
Good luck to you out
you
there.
fucking traitor. No, it was funny because like
it's like good luck being a civilian.
Amazon's too big, man. They need to.
It was funny.
Someone needs to level that out. Level the playing field.
Real quick, sidebar. Did you see where the Amazon guy's wife married a science teacher?
Bezos?
Yeah, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife just married a science teacher at her kids' school.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Like, that guy hit the jackpot.
Right, yeah.
That guy hit the fucking jackpot. She's like the 4th richest woman in the world.
Oh, fuck.
All just because she was married to
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Maybe
Isn't
she
that
did
crazy?
more. I don't know, but she got a lot of money, and she's like, I like this science teacher guy. I'm going to get him. And come on. Good for him. I think he deserves some accolades.
There's few examples of it, reverse roles happening in the guy's favor. You know what I mean?
Where he divorces and he gets like half the money.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Unless you're,
sign me up
I
for
think
that one.
what's his name? Roseanne and
Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold. Yeah,
Tom Arnold got half.
Tom Arnold made
that makes complete sense though. That makes total sense.
It's like Kevin Federline and Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that was another situation. Like, oh, this scumbag dude got all this money for being a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Win one for the home team.
Yeah.
Homies.
Yeah, if you got him at home, raise him to the fucking OGs.
Oh,
getting the sugar mamas.
They're the real kings, huh?
Right. Never had real jobs and just have all this money for being married to somebody with money. I mean,
they're like, Kevin, do you really like Britney? Fuck no, bro. He's like, here for the money.
He's a gold digger.
Like,
a man gold digger.
He's the man gold digger. Yeah.
That's a weird concept.
He's just.
I'm sure it happens though.
Oh, for sure.
He's just here for the tang and the scratch. Like,
dude, she bought me new Timberlands last week. $200 pair of boots.
There was that term hobosexual where you're like you're homeless but you get with some chick just so you can stay at her place. Hobosexual.
That's awesome. Hey, so this is Frank. He's gonna be staying here for a couple weeks. He's gonna be staying here.
I'm gonna marry
on
this
the couch
girl and take half of her shit.
From rags to riches, dude. The American dream. The American dream.
Or if it's the Boondocks, it's rags to bitches.
Yeah, goddamn, I was homeless for 25 years before I leveled up in life, you could say.
There's gotta be some other examples. I can't think of any though. That's fucking funny.
I don't know.
Tom Arnold.
Probably Oprah. If Oprah ever got divorced, it would definitely be he gets half of everything of Oprah's.
Yeah.
He's like he's a billionaire just by proxy.
Just by being Like, what did you actually do? He's like,
Oprah's
well,
so
I married
big.
Oprah.
I married her and I opened the door for her sometimes.
I've been eating that snatch for 30 years. That dusty poon.
He's got like PTSD
Oprah,
about it and shit. Yeah.
That Oprah opening.
Yeah.
No.
Oprah.
Not funny.
He's like, you don't know what it was like having to say Oprah over and over again for 30 years. I don't know why my guys are like old-timey Western fucking gunslingers tonight,
it really takes the dreams out of a man.
It really shakes you down to the core.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. So what else is going on, my guys? Guys, I told you earlier that we do pet peeves on here. You guys got any pet peeves?
Yeah, the fucking lottery people. I got a big pet peeve coming at you.
People.
Yeah, the people who get so many lottery tickets. Like, if you want to get one ticket, cool. I'll take a number 15.
Yeah, real
pay
quick.
for it, on your way, keep it moving.
Don't take 30 goddamn minutes
you
in line.
to get the multiple, and it's always you might run into the person that's new, which was me at some point.
Yeah.
And I worked at a gas station.
Oh, yeah. I've been
we had
there
this
too.
guy called Lottery Dave, which is why I'm so passionate about this subject. And I used to have to punch numbers in for this guy because he would come up with his own custom numbers.
I've done that too.
And he would like get kind of upset when you asked him to repeat himself, or if you got some numbers wrong and you printed it out and he looked it over and you printed one of the numbers wrong. He wasn't happy with, wasn't very happy.
And then,
but he would win money all the time and not give me shit. But he gave the hot chick who worked there like $200 one time. So
he was trying to get at that.
Yeah.
But can't you just fill out the little slip they have and run it through the machine and it prints it? But he wants you to type in the goddamn numbers.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's like, I need
Fucking
a daily.
asshole.
He's like, I need a daily quick pick. Blah blah blah.
There's like 12 motherfuckers behind him. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No consideration for anybody, dude.
Like, I think it's
all
like,
you fucking
it's
lottery
like it's
dicks.
like 10 or 11 whenever they draw the lottery for whatever day.
Yeah.
He would always come in like a half hour, 45 minutes, I think, before that, and put his shit in. Like,
dude,
it would always be within the first hour of my shift because I work nights, so I'd come in.
You're not gonna hit the Powerball, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the same at the fucking convenience store across the street from my house. Like, I'll just go in there to get like a snack or like a drink, and this person in front of me take like fucking 10 minutes to get like tickets and shit, and I'm like,
10 motherfucking minutes. My
like,
ice cream's melting, bro.
It sucks. I had a lottery person on my way to work. It was like last week. Took forever, and I was running a little late. That's on me.
Of course.
That's on me. I was running a little late.
Sometimes you run a little late, though.
I was running a little late. I had my coffee. I had my fucking muffin. I'm ready to go. I'm like, let's go. I got to be at work in 8 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They're fucking taking their time. You know what I mean?
Like, get it together,
like,
bro.
Right, fuck on.
Even,
There's a clock right
even
there.
if I got nothing to do, it's still just like, fuck you, man. I'm thirsty. like,
how much money do they dump into that shit?
Right, man.
That guy's definitely in the negative, wouldn't you say?
That guy would buy the $50 tickets sometimes.
Scratchers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would win pretty often.
Those ones do hit, but like...
He would win pretty often. Like, I'm not going to lie.
I ain't dropping a 50 on a goddamn scratcher.
Yeah, man. Like,
no, the $10
you.
if I'm feeling good, and I never get it back.
Have you ever go to a casino, man?
One time.
Not exactly.
For
Me too. I spent $20 and I was like, this sucks.
I spent about $20 too. It was the Hard Rock Casino in Florida.
Dude, I just
walked around and looked at all the cool rock and roll memorabilia, which was cool. But fuck casinos, dude.
Yeah,
I just go for the drinks and the free food. Like,
Yeah.
I spend like $20 just to like hit my quota, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fuck off and get drunk. And
I went and I played some of those like shots. I played like the Ghostbusters one. They had like a Twister one. They had all kinds of these movie themed ones, like Indiana Jones. You'd pull the thing. It's like dun, 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 dun.
On the Twister one, do they have the cow?
Shit.
You know what's funny about
great.
gambling is usually the fucking people that win are people that already have money. Like, it's the irony of it.
I saw a video the other
goes.
day. Some lady won $300,000 on a fucking.
Oh yeah, because the slot machines, like once
machine.
they get to like a certain point, like you just if you're that lucky number,
If you're that lucky,
fucking 3,000
they're like
or whatever.
notorious not good winners.
Dude, I'll tell you a pet peeve of mine though. Whenever you're done,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, pet peeve.
Dude,
Let's go.
this is one of my biggest ones, man. People that leave their fucking shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot,
Yes.
especially when you fucking like they put it like in front or on the side of your car. They just leave it there, and literally the fucking like place to put the carts is like
It's
literally
right
like right
there.
there.
It's like
I'm
the
just
next one over.
I was like, you are the worst people in society. You are the ones that should be rounded up and put to islands where you fight to the death.
This is
because
why
you're
we can't
fucking
move
awful.
forward in humanity.
You're
people like you.
You're the ones holding society back. I need you to know that I'm not. This is not a joke. These are not games. Kill yourself.
We need to thin the
seriously.
herd.
And it's not like
Kill
there's
yourself.
not like multiple stations to put the carts in
Yeah, there's like
along the way.
and it's
On both sides, there's places to push
There
the
is.
cart, but
It's
they don't.
not that big a deal, bro.
They
Just
don't.
put it in the corral.
yeah, and it's always like it's not even like straight. It's always like cockeyed too. Like especially when they leave it like right next to your car. Like when I come back to my car and I see a cart that's like fucking diagonal, and it's like in front of my door or like in a place where I just can't leave when I put my shit away. It's like, not only do I have to fucking walk your mistake back, but I got to take extra time out of my day like to do my shit too. So I want to see the fucking video footage so I can follow you home and fucking yell at you because you are a garbage human being. Like, you need to know that.
Have you ever noticed, like, at some of those I call them stations or whatever, like they have that divider rail? But then, like, some of them, like at this Kroger on the west side that I go to, like, the railing is just falling over. So I'm like, what happened? Like, they're pushing the carts in, and they're like, oh, and they're like destroying this fucking rail.
Fucking
like, what
angry.
the fuck happened?
It's probably the cart pushers, man. That job sucks.
I bet that job, yeah. I could see that.
That job sucks.
Being pissed off after a while.
I got another one, man.
All right,
so like when it's the same deal. Like when you're at like the grocery store or like like a store where you gotta like buy a bunch of items, right? Like you like doing your shopping for the week, and then you get that one person that's out in front, and they like have like 100 items, and like, okay, so I want this set of items on this card, and then I want you to ring this set of items.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? You have like 100 items.
Or if they got like
figure your life out. Like, I'm not trying to sit
they got
here
like
and
food
wait.
stamps and shit, EBT or whatever.
And they're just like, oh no, I hit my limit on this, so take that off. And so they literally, the poor fucking clerk has to like take everything off of that and then start from scratch. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, kill yourself.
I always do the self checkout nowadays, but even that, like, people act like they don't know how to. I don't know how to work this thing right now. What do I fucking do?
In some places you can't. Like, Aldi's doesn't have a self-checkout, so you get stuck behind those assholes that do that shit. I'm like,
that's true.
Aldi's with their paper bags. Well, they used to have paper bags.
They don't. Yeah, you have to buy bags.
Yeah.
Or bring your own.
And you have to pay for the cart, too, so that's
quarter
smart
for
business on there.
But you get your quarter back, though, once you, like, check it back in. Like,
unless you leave it in the parking lot like one of those assholes.
Yeah. But, hey, you know, that's the one place where it's a win. You're just like, oh, fuck, I don't got to pay for my car now. Yeah. Cool. It's the one
Plus
time
I get 25 cents.
Right? Sucker.
I'm getting it back.
Finally, the universe is giving it back.
Don't you think they're eventually going to have to
If this was like 1911 pay, that'd be great. Like a quarter.
I know, you're just like,
get like a quarter for these. Like,
damn, 3 more and I can buy a steak. Like,
you are rolling in the dough.
Don't you think that's going to be obsolete soon? Like, they're going to have to do away with that money. Actual money is going away.
Yeah, paper money. Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
It's all going to be cryptocurrency, man. Buy into Bitcoin.
Now. Don't they have drones that drop like groceries off to your house?
Oh, for sure, man. Have you seen like they got new Amazon fucking grocery stores where you just walk in, you throw whatever in your cart, and it adds it up as you put it in the cart. And if you take something out, it'll minus it off and you just walk out of the store and it charges you because you're got an account or whatever.
That is wild.
It's fucking futuristic ass.
Like, life keeps getting more like Black Mirror-ish, like every 3 years.
See,
every 3 to 4 years.
You watch that show?
I have before, not the new stuff, but like the first 2 seasons.
I watched it all. It's fucking nutso-butso.
So this is the weird thing, right? You would like what you just described, like it's like some real high-tech future shit. Like you just walk into a grocery store, take everything you want, and it automatically deducts it from your account.
I've seen TikToks and shit about it.
They got robots in grocery stores in like New Hampshire or some shit.
Just think about this. So we got that shit, and we have these, right? This is
these fucking handheld computers.
Like, you know, 15 years ago, like computers were still like that box shit, right? Like, and then like literally like 5 years later, we literally had handheld computers.
Aliens, bro.
But no, this is my real point. Like, but we're still driving around gasoline fucking vehicles. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I can't afford a Tesla.
Only for like another 15, 20 years.
Well, I mean,
everything will be getting.
I mean, but that's the thing is like
we need to upgrade.
Yeah. That's the thing is like that shit should have moved forward anyway, man. Like I saw
it's
this
all
really.
About
I saw
the money,
this,
bruh.
Well, that's what it is. It's about oil, man. And then when oil ceases to be profitable, that's when they'll change technology over. But
is that when we'll finally get out of a war?
That's right. When they're trying to find oil, but they can't find weapons of mass destruction. Something like that.
Oh, if we quit selling fucking mass destruction weapons to other countries, maybe we could stop blowing them up. Like it's like how do you
too good of money,
right?
The money's too good.
That's my favorite. Bill Hicks bit, man. He goes, he's like, well, how do you know they got weapons of mass destruction? we kept the receipts. I fucking love that motherfucker, dude. And it's sad because it's still relevant today, man.
Yeah.
Like, but I saw this really cool thing where somebody had bought like an electric car, but they'd actually they had upgraded it, and the guy must have been like an engineer or something. But he took the spokes and built like this little device, so that way when he's driving, it charges his battery. So he doesn't even so once the car is paid off, he doesn't even have to like stop at like a station to like pay for like a battery charge. The car literally just charges itself while he drives. It's fucking genius, man. Like,
fucking genius.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude,
I feel like that should have already been a thing.
Exactly, man. But that's the thing about like any type of manufacturing that we pay for is like they're literally just looking for ways that they can fucking rake us over the coals.
It's like big pharma, right?
Exactly.
Where they're making drugs where it's not going to cure you. It's just going to like help enough to where you keep buying the drug.
Well, that's my like me and you have that same situation, man. We have an autoimmune disease, right? And so like mine is real bad. So I take what's called a anti-immunosuppressant, right? But it doesn't cure my situation. Like, they're not looking for a cure. It just helps manage the thing that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
But if I stop taking it, I'm kind of fucked.
You know they got a cure already. Shit.
No, well,
Shit. They got a cancer cure and everything, bro.
Well, it's the same thing with like fucking HIV, dude. Magic Johnson has that shit for 30 years. Like, but he's a fucking damn near a billionaire. So like, if you got enough money, they got a fucking cure for you.
Pretty cool
like,
though. He's pretty funny.
Right. Well, I ain't hating on him.
I'm not a big sports guy.
No, I'm not either. I'm just saying, like, if you got enough money, like they'll fix your situation. But it's it's fucked up that they do that because there's so many people that aren't in that situation that don't have $1 billion. Be like, okay, well, all right, make me healthy again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fold that shit.
Right. It's like how it be. It's just how it be. It's fucked up.
It be what it be.
It's just how it be.
But it's only like that here, man. Like, you know, we're out of like 33 developed nations in the world. We're the only one that doesn't have universal health care, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
right?
Let's move to Canada.
Legal weed? Like, I mean, you know, it's not saying
it's too cold there. I'm trying to move somewhere warmer.
I know, right? That's my deal breaker. Like, the place sounds awesome. Like, I've met a lot of Canadians and like bartending and stuff, and like they're good people. But I fucking hate the cold, man. That's the deal breaker for me.
So also. I was recommending that show Letterkenny, man. It's pretty funny, man. You know, Canadians and shit. Trailer Park Boys. Also,
yeah.
There's a lot of fucking great Canadians.
We'll get a gaming buddy
I've known for
Jim Carrey,
like 12 years from Newfoundland, and they're like their own different breed of Canadian. The Newfies.
The Newfies.
Yeah, we've been gaming together for like 10, 12 years now.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I gotta go down to the pub I gotta get a buy. You know what I mean? All right.
Well, shit, dude.
But like, they're their own fucking thing. But he's like, oh fuck, bye.
Canadians have a great sense of humor, though, man. Like,
they do.
I mean,
they're not as nice
John
as
Candy,
think,
like
Tom Green,
Michael J. Fox. Like, I mean,
Mike
like,
Myers.
Yeah, man.
That. Yeah, Mike Myers.
Michael J. Fox is in.
They're
not all as nice as you think. I'm just saying it's not like some grandiose.
No, well, because I mean,
because you crossed like the fucking
isn't
invisible
Nickelback
line.
Canadian
like
though?
Yes, they are.
That's a minus on.
Yeah, that's like 20 minus points.
I kid. Everybody gets.
I'm not fucking kidding. They can suck a dick.
You gotta admit they have catchy songs that appeal to a wide variety.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
what did they do wrong? They cracked the code for making money.
Yeah,
good on them. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't.
Good for you. I would do the same fucking thing.
I'm with you, dude. If I could sell out and make millions of dollars, I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat. Like, I'm not mad at them for like
Chad Kroger sat down and like literally cracked the code. He's like, if I make a clean intro, heavy chorus, but just rearrange the lyrics.
Just don't wanna be.
Yeah, like the same 6 chords spread out through every one of our songs.
He like fucking A Beautiful Mind Russell Crowe'd that shit.
Yeah.
And figured it out. And then just started printing money. Just started printing fucking money.
Yeah, it's like I don't hate Nickelback at all. I just think their music sucks. Like it's like because I'm an elitist asshole.
Oh, we had
that's the truth about it. I jammed the fuck out of Silver Side Up.
Oh, back in the day.
It has a special,
I remember when it came on the radio, man. Like,
How You
when
Remind
it first
Me has a special spot in my heart because the first show
it's nostalgia.
I ever played.
Yeah,
I played that song in a band at the first time I ever played in front of strangers. I played that song. It was crazy. It was at a country bar, and we didn't know any country. We were real stupid.
Nickelback
was too heavy for them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Nickelback was too fucking brutal for this crowd.
Y'all with your devil music.
Yeah.
You were in the deep south.
Yeah. We played in front of a country crowd, and we didn't know any country.
Me and Kiefer, we were coming up with a parody song to one of Nickelback's. It was "Look at me ripping ass. Every time I do it makes me laugh." I don't know.
Well, that was like so I
don't know.
I worked at Tin Roof for years, right? And like Mama Rock Me is not like a terrible song. But
that's
personally,
not Nickelback though.
I'm just saying, like, it's like in that same vein of like being real catchy, and so like it's popular. You know, it's got like it's like the same 4 or 5 chords for
like
the whole
Creed.
song. Yeah. It's got the chorus plays like 7 or 8 times. It's real catchy, right? It's not a terrible song, but I fucking hate
It's played
that.
out real quick.
Yeah, but I fucking
That's the thing about the
hate
catchy
that.
songs.
Yeah, well, I hate that song because I worked at Tin Roof for, like 4 years off and on, and it was a country bar, and so the bands that came into that fucking bar, that was when the height of that popularity of that song. So I heard that song like 5 or 6 times a night, and so by the
that's
3rd
torture.
or 4th time, I wanted to fucking rip my eardrums out.
Yeah,
like,
that's torture.
So now, like, anyone's like, like, play Mama Rock Me. I'm like, no, you shut that shit off. You shut it off right now.
Taking that off the
I have a
jukebox.
similar experience to that.
I'll be right back.
One of my first jobs was at Party City
Okay.
during Halloween time.
Yeah.
I was in high school, and the thing they had these Halloween song CDs on repeat, and I heard "Let's Do the Time Warp Again" from fucking the Rocky Horror Picture like 20 fucking times a shift, and it would just be like, "Let's do the time warp again." Like, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out.
Yeah, that was hard rock, man. So when I worked
goddamn, just over and over again.
When I worked at Hard Rock, I heard the same, like,
You worked at the Hard Rock Cafe?
in Indianapolis, dude. I was there for 2.5 years. Yeah, it was cool. Like, there was a lot of really cool people that worked there.
They
man.
made
Some
me
of
stand up on a thing for my birthday when I was like 12. It was real embarrassing.
yeah, they like to do shit like that, man. But honestly, man, some of the best people I've ever worked with in my whole life, people that I'm still friends with to this day, I met them at Hard Rock. Dude, I even made friends with people like 10 years after I worked there, right? Like, so, like, well, not that long, but close, like 8 years. So I was like the OG like Hard Rock employee, like working all these places downtown, and like some of my friends that still work there from the time when I worked there like 8 years ago, like, were introducing me to like cool people that still work there. So I got to know all these.
There, if you want it.
Oh shit! All right. I said I wanted, but
You said just one.
I'm just putting it there. You didn't have to take it.
You're an enabler.
I am. I'm the worst.
And you should know this by now, Mike. When it comes to beer and liquor, I'm a goddamn liar. Like,
liquor and whores.
But in spite of the fact that I work with all these really awesome people at Hard Rock, I heard the same like 30 or 40 songs every fucking single day. So for like 10 hours hearing all those songs, you're just like...
So you basically listen to Q95 all day?
I listened to fucking, it was like the same Michael Jackson songs, the same Lady Gaga songs, the same fucking Prince songs, the same, whatever. Like, it was just the same fucking, like, so I work with this guy named Matt, and Matt coined the perfect term for hard rock. He's like, more like hardly rock. And it was like so on point because it was mostly like fucking pop music, dude. And like, and it was it's not like I fucking hate pop music, but when you hear the same fucking 40 songs every day for 10 hours a day, you're just like, you're gonna hate those songs. Like, I'm fucking tired of hearing this. And it like, on top of the point is, like, it's not my first choice in music. So not only is it not my first choice in music, but I'm forced to listen to it for an extended period of time. You're gonna fucking hate it. And but it was working at Tin Roof was like that triple fold. It was more like the same 12 songs for 6 to 7 hours a night, and then you were definitely hearing Mama Rock Me 6 or 7 times.
I can't even do it, Bob. Man, that's ridiculous. Redonkulous.
I used to get in trouble.
It's goddamn ridiculous.
I used to get in so much trouble because I had actually started putting headphones in my ears just so I didn't have to hear it. And they're just like,
I wear headphones all night, every night at work, bro.
Oh, I did.
That's how I get to listen to so many goddamn podcasts.
Yep, dude, I would get so many weird looks like my last couple of weeks at Amazon because I was jamming like fucking Cannibal Corpse and In Flames, so I was like fucking into it, like having this crazy face. Like, people just thought I was an angry person. I was like, no, I'm just fucking rocking out Cannibal Corpse, dude, pulling out around these 500-pound pallets, because that's the only way I can get through my day without being so goddamn bored I can't even do my job.
How do you like the most recent In Flames? Have we talked about this?
Is that I Mask, or is that
I the Mask?
Are you talking about the album or the one where it's like all synthesizer and shit, like, because that stuff was cool too. Like, I like some of the songs I liked, like
what are you talking about?
Where they it's just like they
the one before it.
No, I'm
Siren's
talking about
Charms?
No, I'm talking about I Mask, but like they did a thing where it's all like keyboard and synthesizer and stuff.
Oh, you talking? It sounds like video games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that stuff was cool. Like, and I appreciated it. It was something different. But as far as like just the regular music I Mask, I thought it was tight. Like, it reminded me.
It's really good.
It reminded me of
like
their older
Tom Cruise. I don't need you.
John Travolta
to come around. We love making parodies.
Yep. This will never be
Scientology.
I love it. But no, man,
How ridiculous
it was,
is Scientology?
It's so ridiculous, man. But I was gonna say I Mask reminds me of like their older shit, like Come Clarity.
Some of it does.
Where Reroutes Remain, and I really liked it, especially that.
They stepped it up from Siren Charms and Battles. Those two albums were.
What's the song?
See, Sirens, I didn't like it all, but Battles had like 4 or 5 songs that were real tight. Like Through My Eyes was a really tight song. Like there was a couple bangers on there, but it was still like I feel like there was a shift in their music after Come Clarity, and I wasn't like very big into it, and so I kind of fell off them for a long time.
I don't know the albums, but I got them on Apple Music, and I just got like a couple albums, and was called like their essentials, and I just put on like a mix. But there's a lot of songs like that. Don't tell me.
Yeah, that's off of A Sense of Purpose. Isn't that what came after Come Clarity?
Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Some good shit.
Yeah. So like for me, like my essential I In Flames albums, like if you really want to like, I'm like the ones I think are the best. I would say like Soundtrack to Your Escape. Soundtrack is my favorite. I fucking love Soundtrack so much.
I love that album.
I would say Reroute to Remain.
I think that's the one that got me started. Well, no.
Reroute to Remain.
Yeah, Cloud Connected. That was the song that.
Reroute to Remain was the album that got me started on like heavier music and like In Flames and all that.
But so when Soundtrack came out, dude, that shit's fantastic.
It was a fucking punch to the face, dude. Cause it like
no, that's not Take This. What's the one on the Quiet Place?
The Quiet Place. Touch of Red. Fiend. My Sweet Shadow. There's so many fucking... That whole album just slaps, dude. It's such a good album.
It slaps cheeks, bro.
Dude, it does. And it was surprising because, like, Reroute to Remain is a pretty heavy album. But then Soundtrack comes in here just like, what the fuck? This is awesome. It's basically... It's actually exactly what fucking Slipknot did, dude. Like, they had their... that self-titled album. And they came out with Iowa, and it was heavy as fuck. And In Flames, basically...
I remember one
It was
year.
around the same time period, too. Like, you had, like, Reroute to Remain, which came out in 2002. And then fucking Soundtrack came out in 2005. You're like, what the fuck? This is even heavier than the last album. This shit's good.
I'm getting tired. I know
I still got my ticket for that show.
Lamb of God.
The Megadeth, Lamb of God, Trivium
You think
and
that's ever going to come to fruition?
I hope so. I'm holding on to the fucking ticket.
Lamb of God, Megadeth.
That's Spider.
Yes.
But
Where? I don't know.
I see it just
You're
come
scaring
down.
me.
It was like a little tiny spider.
Oh man, honestly, dude. After going
I think
back,
we went on a big old In Flames tangent last time.
We always do, man. Cause I
They're such a good band.
I love them. But if I had to pick,
motherfuckers don't be knowing.
Put on a great show.
If I had to pick 5 albums, I would pick.
That was a great show.
I pick Soundtrack, Reroute. I would pick Come Clarity. I would pick Clayman.
Clayman's amazing. Did you hear the remake? I bought the remake.
The remake was cool, man, but honestly, man, some of the shit I prefer.
Well, they basically remastered the whole album, but then they re-recorded a few of the songs and added it to the back end of the album.
A lot of the stuff on there, I actually kind of prefer the original recording. To be perfectly honest, like
I feel you.
But I'd still pick Clayman, man. And then
that's a fantastic album, dude.
And then
Bullet Ride,
fucking Satellites and Astronauts, dude. You can't go wrong with that song. It's so good. It's so good.
There are greater things ahead.
And then I would pick Jester Race, dude. Jester Race is fucking great.
I don't know that one as well.
It's one of their older albums. It's the third album they released. No, I'm sorry, it's the second album they released. So it was it's weird because in their history, they did kind of this swap. So like a lot of the members of In Flames went to Dark Tranquillity.
Oh yeah.
And Dark Tranquillity like went to In Flames. So Anders was actually in Dark Tranquillity first.
Anders?
Yeah.
Anders Frieden.
Anders Frieden, he's the lead singer of In Flames now.
I have his signature hat over there.
It's fucking tight. But the guy that...
I met those guys. I met that dude.
So if you listen to Lunar Strain and Subterranean, it's actually the lead vocalist of Dark Tranquillity now. And so, like, really, like, they basically... All they did was they just kind of switched sounds and refined it. And so In Flames basically became... like, the sound that Dark Tranquillity had prior to the first couple In Flames albums basically became In Flames. And then Dark Tranquillity kind of, like...
We're deep diving, bro, on In Flames.
Sorry.
5 minutes ago.
Sorry, then.
No,
that's how it goes. I love the history on it. It's cool.
I was just like,
cool.
I can't believe I thought my friend was dead. I'm kind of baking.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned that
We'll
yet.
get to that in just a second.
Go ahead.
So I'm
That's where my mind went. Like after we've
it just kind of faded.
But anyway, Jester Race is the first album that Anders was on when the bands basically switched around, and there are some really great tracks on there, and it's definitely like that's where like I feel like their signature sound like starts is with that album, and there's some really good songs on there like Moonshield. Moonshield is one that's fucking.
I remember
great.
that song. Do you remember the album that was the live one, the Tokyo Showdown?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I had that shit and I blasted that whole album for like months.
Yeah, I think that was a combination of Reroute, Soundtrack, and Come Clarity. I think it was like most of the songs on there are from those 3 albums.
I don't know if Come Clarity was out yet when that one came out.
Well,
maybe. I don't know.
Come Clarity, I was wrong about the dates. So Soundtrack came out in 2004, and Come Clarity came out in 2006 because it came out my senior year.
And then you came out your senior year, too.
I sure did. Hey, boys.
I was there. You confided in me. I was very supportive.
As I often do when
Kevin's brain was like, "Here's our chance, fire!" And like he did.
I had to go for the zinger.
You didn't even have control. It was just like automatic.
I had to go for the zinger.
Yeah. This has to happen. Yeah. Just like hey. But we're gonna.
I could be funny sometimes.
Hey. We're going to switch speeds, though, because our friend Mikey over here just about had a goddamn heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
We thought we weren't going to get to be funny today.
Shout out to Nate. Glad you're alive. But I don't know which camera I'm looking at, but fuck you.
Yeah, you're
sir.
You're a great guy, Nate.
You didn't answer your
funny.
phone.
Did he explain why you didn't answer? Okay, we gotta say what happened actually. If we're gonna talk about it,
we love Nate. He's great, but fuck you for almost killing Mike. Like,
yeah.
So here's the deal. Tell the story, Mikey. Let the viewers know like what's really going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
Basically,
we were hanging out before we started recording. A friend of mine, Frank, the Tanker Packy, shout out. Frank the Tank. He called me up. He's like, "What's up, dude?" And I was like, "Not much. Hanging out at Kevin's house." He's like, "That's cool. That's cool. Hey man, have you talked to Nate?" And I was like, "No, not since like yesterday or whatever." He's like, "Okay. Well, you know Don's son David." Talking about his fiance's son David. I don't know. Should I change the names in the story? How do you tell the story?
Do you think they'll care if
I don't know. I mean, probably not.
It's not gonna matter. Just go on.
Anyway, he's friends with my best friend Nate, and Frank was like, "Yeah, David just found out that Nate died." Talking about my best friend, I was like,
"Fucking Nate!
Like, what?
He's been on the pod before."
Yeah, he started going into detail, and he mentioned something about going to see a concert or something like that. And I was like, "That doesn't sound like something Nate would do. I don't see him doing that." But let me call him just to be sure because we'd been hanging out, you know, drinking a little couple shots, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been having a good old time.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me just call to make sure, and then nobody answered the phone multiple times. Nobody answered the phone.
Yeah. Is that when your heart dropped?
I even called him on
to
Facebook.
Your asshole?
No, my heart dropped whenever I tried to call April, his better half, his girlfriend April, a couple times, and like she didn't answer the phone. And then on Facebook it said she was like, it was like busy, like in a call, and I can't get a hold of him, and I can't get a hold of her. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's
it just kept ramping up in my brain. I don't know. It felt pretty fucked up.
I know, and you let us know what was going on after, you know, that first phone call. And then, like,
it became, like, real for, like, it was real as fuck there for a few minutes. I really can't put it
We had, like,
context.
a moment of silence in the room, and we didn't know what to do at that point because it wasn't confirmed. We were just on the line hanging out, like, basically waiting to see what happened.
Yeah, it's hard to, like, to say how it felt, what was going on, but it was not cool there for a few minutes.
Yeah, it was like
a little jarring.
It was a little jarring. It was like Mikey was about like 5 seconds from a full-on breakdown. Like,
I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself for not answering your phone.
It took like what? 15
it was like
20
a long
minutes.
It was like a long 10-15 minutes. Yeah.
So
I was just like, I had
him?
my phone in my hand. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, we definitely, there was like no comedy for like 5 minutes. Just like me and Kevin were like being real quiet.
Drew had something funny to show me, but he slowly realized that like I was not in a state to appreciate like what he was trying to show me right now. I was like, I see Drew's got something on his phone, but
I can't
gotta
even
find out
what
the fuck's going on.
I was just like, Mike had this weird face.
Yeah.
And like, and
it took a minute to sink in.
He's just like, I think my friend Nate might be dead. And I was like,
yeah.
Okay, well, like, I'm just gonna put this down. Like, what I had to say, it just does not matter
text
at all.
it to you later.
Yeah, right.
I was like, you know, turns out it was some other Nate, and they were doing all kinds of shit that I won't say, but
which is still sad, and we don't mean to make light of
our
that.
Nate is fine. He's fine. Everybody's fine, except I maybe lost like 5 or 6 years off my life.
Wow.
In the span of like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, shortened my lifespan.
He's got like 3 gray hairs that I can see. Like,
they just sprouted.
They just sprouted in the matter of moments.
Instant gray hair is just me like looking at my phone, panicking. Like,
man,
it was like that.
That
is
like, scary, man.
It was pretty scary.
Because I've had that feeling before, man.
Yeah. It's like not making like facial.
We're laughing about it now. It's funny now. It'll be a funny story, I guess, in the future. Like, it's kind of funny now.
But for 5 minutes.
For a minute
it
there.
was so real.
Was super real.
But imagine being on his side of the phone call. You're like, you thought I was dead, bro?
Yeah.
That's kind of jarring too, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Like, in a different
way. He was
way.
laughing because I got in contact with April first, and so she told him, like, you need to call Mike because
he's freaking.
He thought you were fucking dead or whatever, I think is what happened.
Yeah.
But I had like called some other people to try and get in contact with him, and one of them called me back, and I started telling him about it, but I didn't lead with the fact that Nate was okay. I was just like going on like, Nate, I was telling the whole story, and I was like, And they're like, "Is he okay?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I should have led with that. Yeah, he's fine. Like, my bad.
Yeah, he's like,
I should have led with that, I guess. But yeah, everybody's fine.
I feel like
Everybody's
Nate's
good.
like first reaction was just like, "How high are you,
He
man?"
thought it was funny. He was laughing. He thought it was funny when I was telling.
Yeah, bro,
when I was
I'm dead.
recanting the story.
Talking to you from heaven and shit.
I was retelling the
That
story.
would have been a great line, dude. Yeah, bro, I'm dead. What's up?
It's like, I got the line one from the pearly gates, man. What you want to know? Like,
Call
Well, like,
waiting.
no, Frank was just so calm in delivering the news and so serious about it. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
he's
very genuine.
convinced. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, what?
Wow, that's gnarly,
It
bro.
was kinda cool, yeah.
That's a turn of events.
Everybody's good.
Cool. All right, so Friends or Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Hands down.
Do you have to pick one or the other?
Yes. What have you watched more of? Seinfeld all
think.
the way, bro.
I haven't really watched. I mean, probably like the same amount of each. But you know which one something has that the other doesn't have?
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
I can cheers to that.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I knew you were going there.
Thank you. Friends wins by default because of Aniston.
No.
Dude, even like,
Automatic win.
dude, even like,
Elaine is fucking hot, dude. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, dude, she's hot as fuck.
She's not on Jennifer Aniston's level,
but
dude.
still,
Dude,
Not
I-
even young Jennifer Aniston.
As
or
far
old
as-
Jennifer
actually,
Aniston.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I kind of think Jennifer Aniston, as she got older, got hotter.
Woo,
yeah,
like
for
a
sure.
fine wine.
Sure.
It would.
Whatever that means,
If you're
but
listening
yeah.
to this and then you're into 30-year-old losers, Jennifer Aniston, please sit on my face.
Jeff
Like,
Bezos'
that's my call out right
Jeff
there.
Bezos' wife got with that fucking science teacher. Dude, we have a chance.
Like,
You just
listen,
have to be right
You
place.
could be one of those guys.
listen,
man.
Right
I'll
place,
work out all
right
the
time.
time. Like I'll get back into like my 20-year-old shape and just sit on my face.
That doesn't
Do
matter,
me
dude.
the honor.
Please
Right
sit
place,
on
right
my
time.
face.
You guys are both at the airport at the same time, and he's like, "Oh, it's Jennifer Aniston."
It's not an Adam Sandler movie, you motherfucker. Just kidding.
But it could.
He always,
It could be.
It could be. I mean, it could be.
Shit, I'll be in a Happy Gilmore film. I don't fucking care. Like,
Happy
Speaking
Gilmore
of
too.
Happy
Or a
Gilmore
Happy
2
Madison,
might
yeah,
be
yeah, like-
happening. Well, Happy Gilmore 2 might be happening.
Shoot him a Gavin.
That's what he
Dude.
said on the.
That's awesome that he
Like an
fucking
interview.
embraces that role, dude. Everybody calls him Shooter. That actor, I don't even know his real name. He's Shooter McGavin. I should know his name because
I can't think of anything else that I've seen him in.
oh, he's in.
he's in Shooter. He's
He's
Shooter
in SLC
McGavin.
Punk as
I love
as the
that movie.
dad. I love that dad too.
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah, dude.
It's been a minute since I seen that one, dude.
He plays Matthew Lillard's dad in that movie, and he's fucking great, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's like
you
one
seen
of-
that one?
yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, I love that movie.
Cue the Stain music.
Heroin Bob.
Heroin
Yeah,
Bob,
Heroin Bob. He was the straight edge guy.
man. Yep. He's a straight edge and he dies of an overdose. It's like wild, man.
Fucking
But
terrible.
that's how that goes, man.
They made a
People-
second one of
Matthew
those, but nobody
Lillard,
saw
though.
that, right?
It was good though. Like it was funny. Like
Can we
'cause-
talk about that?
What?
The second movies that they should have never made.
Sure. We got
Can we?
like
we
Dumb
got
and
like
Dumber
10
too?
more minutes.
I mean, yeah, like Dumb and Dumber 2. Fucking.
What about
we
Dumb
just-
and Dumber?
SLC Punk 2, whatever, dude. Joe Dirt 2. As soon as they said it
Terrible.
was going to Crackle,
Terrible.
I was like, this can't be good.
That's-
It's going to Crackle. I made it like 10 minutes, dude, and I couldn't
Yeah, I don't
even
think I
finish
finished it either.
You know what? Like SLC Punk 2 though.
Sorry,
like, low
David
key,
Spade.
is actually
Right.
kind of good. Actually,
I never seen the
I've
second
seen
one.
it, but-
Yeah, well, it's like it's got this stigma because it's like, what are they gonna do? But what it's actually about is it's about Heroin Bob's kid. So he got that girl that he was gonna marry in SLC Punk. He got her pregnant. So it's about her and the kid, like in the movie. But all the like old characters that were in the original movie are in that movie as like older versions of themselves. And like the voice of reason is Sean. Like the kid that got like fried on acid, he's like the one that like is the most reasonable person in the movie because they'll always.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
That's
But you could have done with
Idle Hands, right? That kid, that actor. Idle Hands.
Yeah, that actor. I mean,
they make like sequels to shit that there don't need to be sequels.
Well,
to.
sure. Like I mean, SLC Punk. That
money
movie
grab.
it stands on its own, but the sequel to it, while it doesn't need to exist, it's still like a decent movie. Unlike like other sequels that are definitely not like fucking Dumb and Dumber 2. Like,
but I'm okay.
So many.
I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I'm contradicting myself now that I'm really thinking about it. Like, well, maybe I'm on the other side because I own Bill and Ted 3 or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
but that movie was like, it didn't need to be made.
So maybe I need to change my stance.
I thought it was meh, honestly.
We watched it over here.
Yeah.
It was okay. It's not the same.
But it was still like I enjoyed it, like for the nostalgia. Like I didn't hate it. Like it wasn't terrible.
I haven't watched it.
It was weird seeing Keanu act like that.
I think I maybe started to watch it one time since then.
I didn't even watch that movie, but yeah, he's...
Same thing with Jane Silent Bob. I bought that.
I kind of like the reboot.
I've watched it like 2 times.
I kind of liked it.
Not as much as... Clerks 2 is my favorite that he's
1,
done.
Bro.
I know a lot of people say that. Clerks 2, I love...
Dude, I do love Clerks 2. Clerks 2 is fucking
Clerks
great.
2,
Clerks
like Dogma.
1, okay?
Clerks 1 is fucking fantastic.
It is, dude. But I like the second
Chasing
one
it. Like, honestly, I feel like, all right, I feel like
That's
his older movies are definitely better. And then I feel like he peaked at Clerks 2. And then everything after that is kind of like, all right.
Wait, what else is there?
I haven't seen Tusk yet, but he references it all the time.
I see it.
There's Red Dawn. There's Tusk. There is
Red State.
Yoga. Well, Red State, yeah. So it's
that's fantastic.
Red State is actually really good.
So,
I honestly,
I just watched it. I had to buy it on DVD because you can't find it online.
Yeah,
it's not streaming anywhere.
Yeah. But like Red State is actually pretty great.
Have you heard about that one?
And then Tusk is like pretty wild too. But it's like his shit like Yoga Hosers.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
The new Jane Silent Bob was like just like so meta, and like I don't like. Like honestly, his daughter is not.
There was a lot of the
actor.
same
like,
jokes.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just the same played out shit, and I'm like, man, I'm just tired of seeing that shit. You know,
Strike Backs. Yeah,
the cartoon was good.
It was
Clerks.
Funny, yeah.
Clerks, the cartoon.
I'm just tired of seeing like remakes and sequels to movies. Like, just
that's all they got now.
Let there be original ideas, man. Like that's why like fucking some like the Korean films are killing it. Like Train to Busan and
did you watch
Parasite
Platform? That one's Korean, right?
I don't think I've seen.
I saw that where like where they have like the thing that's going down through. I seen the preview for it, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, I watched it.
Is it pretty? It looked fucking crazy
on recommendation from Boomer. Yeah, he recommended it on the pod, and I watched it. But he didn't watch what I recommended way back then, which was Being John Malkovich.
Oh, that's a great one, man.
I know. It's so good.
I just watched the movie.
Easily John Cusack's best movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of random. But it's called,
I don't like him that much.
It's called Founder. It's got Michael Keaton in it and the dude from
McDonald's?
Parks and Rec. Yeah, about how McDonald's came to be. That was a pretty good movie.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that.
I didn't watch that.
It's pretty good. And at the end, when you find out how everything turns out, you're like, damn.
I'll give you 2 good John Cusack movies though. Actually 3. I'll give you 3. Well, that's
I don't like him that much.
John
no,
Cusack's
I don't either. But
I've seen Con Air.
He is in Con Air, but I don't really count that. That's a Nicolas Cage movie all the way.
Oh, okay. That's true.
but so these like specifically John Cusack movies. I'm not a big fan of the actor, but these movies are actually pretty fucking good. So movie 1, Identity. Identity's a pretty fucking good movie.
I don't know that.
So it's about a movie with a guy that has like 20 split personalities, and they're all meeting in his imagination. It's a pretty like weird but good fucking movie. Movie number 2, Room 1408.
I think
it's
I've
a
seen
fucking
that one.
great movie,
No.
man. It's a great movie, man.
I think I seen it at theaters and I didn't even like it.
I like it. I think it's a good horror movie, man. Like,
wait, did that have Samuel L. in it?
It did. It's a good movie, man. It's a good movie. Movie number 3 is a lesser known movie. It's called Point Blank Gross, and it's about him
Gross.
It's about him being an assassin, but he's trying to stop being an assassin. But he's in a situation where he just has to constantly kill people. That's his best movie. Like if I was to pick a John Cusack movie, that's his best one for sure.
What's the one where he holds up the stereo?
Oh, what is the fucking name of that movie, man?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either, but I mean, because I like am big into pop culture, like I know of that reference.
I have some other things that I've watched recently. I've been watching some Judd Apatow shit. Freaks and Geeks. You ever fucked with that?
Oh yeah, dude. That
This is the first time I ever watched it all the way through. I think I've seen the first couple episodes.
So many great actors got their start on that show.
I know about it, but I've
Jason
never really
Segel,
watched it.
Seth Rogen, James Franco.
Linda Cardellini.
I love her, man.
Yeah.
She's fucking great.
Yeah, Linda Cardellini's the shit.
I know Grandma's Boy. Fucking.
Yep.
She's also Velma.
Yep.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Dude. That's the one time Velma has been hotter than fucking Daphne. Like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sarah Michelle Gellar is not good as a redhead or something. Whatever they did, was that a wig? I don't know.
But it wasn't fair because Linda's just so much hotter than she is.
But there's a newer Judd Apatow show called Love. Have you seen it on Netflix?
No.
I'm really good.
I'm familiar with Freaks and Geeks and his movies and stuff, man. I do like a lot of his movies.
Yeah,
they're good.
Funny people. That one's long, but it's pretty good.
That's the one with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and Seth Rogen, and they write jokes for him and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. I think I've seen it one time.
And Knocked Up.
Yeah, Superbad was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's done a ton of fucking good comedy movies.
Good shit.
He was like friends with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he was.
Them guys.
He was Adam Sandler's roommate in college, I think, man.
Yep.
Adjustments.
Yep. All right. I feel like I got terrible posture. I always have.
Yeah, I struggle with that a lot.
It comes from depression.
And we hide it with comedy. Ta-da!
I'm doing great.
Until I'm not.
Oh, man.
You always got the tool man to look to.
I know. For guidance. Tim the motherfucking tool man.
Tim the tool man.
They were just watching that shit out in the living room.
Make bracelets.
Da-na-na-na.
What would Tim do?
Good to your tools. R.
What would Tim do?
Classic, right?
Oh, did he sign it?
Yes.
Dude, that's tight.
I got this from Sarah. Like, back in the day, there would be like school projects where you write to a celebrity or something, and she wrote to like the Spice Girls or something. And her brother wrote to fucking Tim Allen, bro. And he got this back.
That's fucking
And he didn't want it, and her mom didn't want it. And she was like, "Do you want this?" "Of course I fucking want this. It says be good to your tools."
It's perfect.
He's great. I love Tim Allen. Have you ever heard of stand-up? It's basically fucking home improvement.
Right. I have.
He talks about going and getting all the different size motors and shit.
It's terrible.
He wasn't even acting on Tool Time. That's just who he actually was.
Oh fuck.
Home Improvement is just Tim Allen being himself.
It's okay. I'm a limo driver. Quote of the day. Mike's idea.
Yeah,
It's your fault, Mike.
Yeah. It's the best I could come up with.
It's all right. I didn't do any better. I can't really talk shit.
It's the best.
I'm still gonna because I'm an asshole.
It's the best I
Still
could do.
gonna send it. Anything else you guys wanna chat up about? We're hitting that. We're hitting that spot. We're getting there. We're there.
You saying you
So go then.
You saying you just want to send it home, happy? It's packed its bags.
Did we run out
All
of
you
shit,
gotta do
man?
is send it home.
Let it go to its home.
Send it.
Send it home. All right, there, ball.
You still be listening to podcasts or what? Anything new lately?
Nothing new, really.
Nothing new. But
No.
I listen to so many.
No, not really, unfortunately.
I guess my favorites lately are Mark Norman's, man. You fuck with Mark Norman?
I
Wait,
do
didn't
like
you go see?
I went to see him with you. That's where I ended up liking him, man. Dude. I do like his stand-up a lot, man.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, my favorite bit of his is when he's talking about how, white people have gotten ridiculous with, like, anti-racism. And so he's talking about him being on a train, and he's staring at, like, an interracial couple, watching them make out, and then this white guy, like, diagonal from him, he's like, "What are you doing? Are you a racist?" He's like, "What? Racist? No, I'm a creep." he's like, "I'm not angry. I'm aroused." I fucking love that bit so much, and it's like, it's so true, man. Like, it's like, there's so many, like, there's this whole movement in America of, like, anti-racism by, like, white people, but it's, like, primarily, like, women.
You think
and it's just weird. It's just like, oh, it's funny.
You think they're, like, overcorrecting and shit?
Exactly. Well, not only that, but it's just like, a lot of it is just like, you know, like white women that come from privilege.
White
it's like
guilt.
Well, yeah, well, not even that. It's just like, oh man, your life's so hard from that fucking $30,000 SUV that your parents bought you, that you drive around in the suburbs. Like, yeah, your life's really fucking hard. But please, but please preach to me from your fucking soapbox. Like, you know, it's just like that kind of shit. And I'm just like, I'm like all about like, hey, you know, don't be a fucking racist asshole. But at the same time, like, come on, man. Come on,
How
man.
could you be racist in this day and age, man? I don't know.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
Right?
Like,
but people are. They hate people with other skin colors than them.
Yeah, like I mean, the whole like neo-Nazi like white power shit is like
there's good and bad people in all races.
Facts,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like that. That shit's way weird to me too. I was like, honestly, some of my favorite people all time are not white people. So like honestly, some of the people I like the least that I've ever met are white people. Like, and it's like so that sentiment is weird to me. I was like, nah, like it's like you
hate a whole race of people because of different hands.
Yeah, just because of melatonin. Like you hate a whole race.
Melatonin, there you
go.
Yeah,
I was like, it's a silly fucking. It's silly.
A silly concept.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just like, honestly, man, like, it's like if you're gonna hate somebody, hate them because they're a fucking
hate them
dickhead
for their fucking character, for their personality, for who they are. Hate them for who they are, not how they were born.
But my only point was I just loved how like white women of privilege kind of like hijacked this whole like movement and kind of made it about them. And I'm just like, like you're not fucking repressed. Like I was like, you come from privilege, you stupid bitch.
They just want the they
just want the attention. Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah,
like,
they just want to show what they're doing, and like, I'm not a racist person. Look what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like all you white people need to be better. You are fucking white, and you come from more privilege than most people I know. Like, what are you fucking talking about, man? It's like I was like, man, if you had balls, they would be the biggest I've ever seen. Like, this is wild. It's just fucking wild, man.
It's a wildfire.
I don't know. It's crazy to me.
I know, that's fucking...
But like,
they're ridiculous people.
Yeah, but I'm all about, like,
There's so many different... ridiculous people out there.
All about like equal rights and not being a fucking dick and not being racist and like promoting like
peace
better
and love.
lives for peace and love, better lives for everybody. Like I'm all about that shit, but
that hippie shit, bro.
Yeah, just don't use that platform to make it about you. You know what I mean? Like, because there are people that are so much more marginalized than fucking rich white women, and it's just crazy that they hijack that. Like, and there's that's why I love like comedians like Dave Chappelle talking about it. It's just like, it's just so on point. I'm like, yeah, it's like, because I go through and I'm just like, how many of my white female friends that I know come from privilege are like basically saying this exact thing. I was like, quite a few of them.
What did you think of on the Whizzer? I didn't even do one of those, and I took a whiz.
I wanted to, but I was like, it's not really my thing. But I want to do the theme.
What did you think of that's a recurring segment on.
Oh, I know.
In that movie about the founder of McDonald's, this guy, he pretty much cons the two brothers who created McDonald's out of McDonald's. So, and one of the brothers' names was Mac. So basically, this guy like screwed over the two brothers who created McDonald's and turned it into the empire. And then he named a burger after the guy he screwed over and called it the Big Mac because the guy was a big dude and his name was Mac.
Big old Mackie.
So that's like everywhere, and McDonald's are everywhere. So everywhere that guy went, not only did that guy see McDonald's, the restaurant that he got fucking screwed out of royalties of and shit, but he also had a sandwich named after him to like constantly remind him of his fucking failures until he fucking died. Everywhere he went was the Big Mac.
Awesome.
So here's the thing
that shit was crazy.
Here's the thing I wanted to show you now that you're not sad, Mike.
Okay, now that my friend's alive, yeah, I can probably appreciate it. I saw you share that earlier.
Yeah,
Cowabummer.
Yeah, it's like it's making fun of like Batman, but it's like
Cowabummer.
Yeah, Cowabummer. Yeah.
But anyways, I think we'll go ahead and wrap this puppy up with a bow and all that shit. Put it in a box, make it suffocate.
Cause Cowabummer.
That was a Cowabummer what he did to you, Nate. That guy.
Everybody's good.
That Cowabummed me out, man.
Yeah. It was a Cowabummer there for like 15 minutes. We're like, oh, what the fuck?
And this is the Drew wisdom of the day. Bitches have an STD and still call herself a snack. Hashtag food poisoning.
Oh! See you later, everybody.
Come Clarity came out in 2006 because it came out my senior year.
And then you came out your senior year, too.
I sure did. Hey, boys.